Okay, welcome everybody here to the MG Fields Hornets Nest for tonight's Southwest Conference Grand Final 2021-22 season. Tonight we've got the ThinkWeb Horsham Hornets taking on the Portland Coasters. Okay, on the score bench for tonight we have Gian, Marion, Pauline and Jess, and our refs are Mitch and Joel. Give them a round of applause. Okay, let's welcome the Portland Coasters to the floor. Let's start with number 24, Jack Burton. Number 29, Toby Oakley. Number 30, Jackson Dunlop. Number 32, Nathan Manningham. Number 33, Ashley Hill. Number 39, Sam Peters. Number 40, Toby Jennings. Number 41, the skipper, David Demar. Number 42, Jack Walsh. Number 47, Ty Deans. Number 49, Lynn Chapman. And number 50, Aidan Rogers. Their head coach is Gregory Nutter. Assistant coach is Trenton Johnston. And the team manager is Stu Dembauer and Geordie Cook. Okay, for your ThinkWeb Horsham Hornets, let's welcome him to the floor. Number 0, thanks to CBL Financial, Tony Ryan. Number 3, thanks to Exchange Hotel, Harley Cope. Number 4, thanks to the Exchange Hotel, the skipper, Mitch Martin. Okay, can everyone please be upstanding? Before we get to the national anthem, we'll welcome Damien Scurry up to the floor to do the Welcome to Country, followed by Sienna Horscott, who will sing the national anthem for us live here tonight.
Thank you. I've got the pleasure of doing your Welcome to Country this evening. So, in language, I'll start by saying Dalk Maui, Dalkana Wadich, Watchabalik, Yardwa, Yawajali, Lagaya, and Yalpakal. I'll pretty much just say good day, welcome, good you have come to my country. I pay my respects to my ancestors, my elders, past and present, and other traditional owners of the Watchabalik Nation in attendance tonight. I acknowledge any other traditional owners who may have travelled to be with us tonight as well. Thank you to the HABA for the opportunity to provide a welcome to country. I'd also like to acknowledge the CBL and the two teams who are competing in the grand final tonight. Best of luck to Portland and Horsham. My name is Damien Scurry. I'm a proud Watcho, Wappa Wanya, or fireman. A custodian of this country on which we continuously practice our customs and traditions. I belong to the Buntingale people. Publican, which is my totem. When the first European ventures into the Horsham area in the 1800s, the land had been long occupied by us. Our close connections with country provided a rich food supply, especially along the Brenjigadjan or the Wimmera River, and other water features, which we relied on seasonally for our ability to shape our diets of plants, birds, animals, but served as a means of transportation too. We would cut the bark from the majestic river red gums that line its banks in order to make canoes. The Wimmera River was a central element to the ancient creation stories which provided symbolize the rich culture and spiritual meaning that wove together the land and our people. The traditional name for Horsham is called Bougainvillea, a Java-Jali name meaning the place of flowers, which refers to the large number of yellow wattle trees that grow there. The yellow flowers on the wattles were created by the yellow oaks splashing them by Barbugle, the wattle bird, who broke up Dreagle, the giant emu there. The place where the Grand Bolt brothers separated the emu feathers after they killed Dreagle, the giant emu, is located only a couple of kilometres down the river on the opposite bank from Bougainvillea. This place is called Wopit Bungdungula, and this means the house of feathers in Java-Jali language, referring to the two poles of the split emu feathers that were made by the Grand Bolt brothers following Dreagle's death, thereby creating the current size male and female emus as we know today. Horsham was a very popular camping place for the clans who would regularly stop here on their way to Gimboola, Bunjibuane, which is Antwerp, and Guru, the Lake Highmarsh, as we move through our country. Once again, Dalkiana Wadich, welcome. Glad you have come to the lands of the Wotjabalik, the Yabla, the Java-Jali, Wagaya, and the Aboriginal peoples. Thank you very much.
To the floor, she'll sing the national anthem for us tonight. Thank you, Sienna. What a cracking rendition there of the Australian national anthem. Okay, 5 minutes up on the board. Game time shortly.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the MG Field Horsham Hornets Nest as we see the Think Web Hornets take on the Portland Coasters for the CBL Southwest Men's Championship. I'm joined by Matthew Grace, the Senior VP at Horsham Basketball. How you going, man? How you feeling?
Yeah, no, very excited, Fitzy. Obviously, we witnessed a good women's game, bit of a blowout in the end, but well done to the Portland Coasters. And now we're barracking for our hometown Hornets here, Fitzy, and they look ready to go. We had some past players leave them some messages which the boys really enjoyed and got them up and about. So fingers crossed, in 2 hours' time we're lifting up a flag.
Let's hope so, man. But the people, or the player, the team in the way, rather, is the Portland Coasters. They've come in all looking all sorts of good, I must admit. Their girls did have a win earlier against the Warrnambool Mermaids, but I'll tell you what, Portland's going to be a tough opposition. I was saying to Jess on the stream before, Gracie, the men and the women play very similarly. It's hard defence, it's rebounding, it's doing all those basics really well that gives them the edge. And I think they're going to push the boys a lot tonight. They will. And, last time we matched up here, it was a real tussle towards the end. Obviously, the Hornets got out to a nice, comfortable lead, and Portland didn't give up. It's that never give up attitude, as you just said. And I think our boys definitely won't let that happen again. But
it'll be hard fought all the way to the end, I think.
I think it will be. It's going to be a tight contest, and the boys looking good in that red uniform, I reckon, Gracie. A new addition to the Hornets locker room, I suppose, this season, looking fantastic there, and this is going to be a great matchup. But tell us a bit about the Hornets. It has been a really good season, been a fairly successful one to this point. A couple of good recruits came in this year, a lot of youth, a lot of young blood in this team. But who are you looking out for in this game to be the difference?
I think that the big one for me, Fitzy, is Matty Lloyd and Sam Brewer playing together for the first time this year. You know, people might say they might not have the chemistry, but I think those two boys are, you know, smart enough, talented enough to complement each other, and you know, them two in the side fully healthy just adds another dimension. So, but you know, I think our fast break basketball is going to be the key. You know, when we played here a few weeks ago, that was the key. We got out in the fast break. You know, the likes of Mitch and Cody and Max, the two Bryan boys, getting the job done. So, and then you got the experience of Wadey and Matty Lovell. So yeah, there's a good mixture there, Fitzy. But I'm really looking forward to Matty Lloyd and Sammy Brewer.
Yeah, no, good call there, Gracie. Me too. And I think one thing that's really good for the Horsham boys is they love to put on a performance in front of a home crowd. That's the statement. I think. I know Coach Bembo is going to be looking forward to having a full packed out crowd here at the Nest. There is not one spare seat available at the moment. Lots of people in here. Good to see basketball back again after the few years that we've had. But can't wait to get stuck into this one. It's going to be a ripper.
Oh, it's going to be huge, Fitzy. We've got plenty of support, plenty of posters up and about too. So yeah, it's super exciting.
And we've got to give a very, very quick shout out to the under-14 boys over there in the Think Web box. My boys, they've won 3 from 3 at the Horsham tournament today, so they deserve their spot to go sit over there and cheer on the boys from the side of the court there, giving them the thumbs up. Yeah, they're on the stream.
They've definitely had too many slushies.
Mate, so have I. Can't blame you there. But 1 minute to go in this one, Gracie. I think the Hornets have kept the same starting five for most of the season, so I'd say it'll be the same again in this one for the big dance. But keen to see how Portland rolls out here. They're going to have to start strong, but I reckon the Hornets are going to want to look to run the ball. Absolutely,
and Timmy Wade starting in the lineup instead of Jake Hobbs. Fitzy, obviously, you know, Wade is very smart and just finds those open cutters into the paint. So he'll be looking to get going early.
And he notched up his 200th game a few weeks ago as well, Gracie. So he's come back to, I suppose, put a notch in there for the 200 game achievement, but also hopefully a CBL championship as we get underway here. But
he'd want nothing more than winning tonight, Fitzy. I can tell you that. Especially for Scotty. Him and Scotty are fairly good mates, and you know, I think he's sort of got a bit more youth back in him with these younger boys. But here we go, Fitzy. It's game time.
And I'll tell you what, as you said, Scott Bembo coaching for the Hornets, the first time. As we get underway here, and Portland ball early, but yeah, Scotty Bembo took the reins this year and he's brought a lot of youth into the team and a different game style. He's changed his game plan during the year, knocked off Colac twice, a very big scalp over there, of course, to win a spot into the grand final. So they're all sorts of good and looking to start
right
early.
By Mitch.
Watch the fast break
here. And Cody to the ring for 2. That's a good start. That'll get the crowd up and about. Look at the crowd, Fitzy.
Expect to see a lot of that tonight, the fast breaking, getting 2 or 3 of the boys on the break and using their speed up the court. But great stuff from the Hornets here. And there's an open shot.
Oh, no boxing out there. It's all right, nice hard foul. Make him earn it.
That's right.
Number 32, he's getting a bit of attention under the basket there. I don't think he liked it, but that's all right. We'll keep battling. Matty, we know Matty Lovell won't give up, so...
That's it. And, of course, if you are tuning in from Portland or somewhere else around the state, give us a shout-out. I think we're going to get a few people on the stream, and as I mentioned earlier, my name is John Fitzgerald, President of the Horsham Basketball Association, and to my left here, Matthew Grace, the Senior VP. Getting a lot of work done this weekend, Grace. We've had our junior tournament on in Horsham as well, so plenty of kids in the building, which is great to see.
It is, it's good, and we got some nice Hornets posters up over there as well, so I did hear as Mitch Martin comes on the fast break, and one. That'll get the boys up and about.
Getting started early, Mitch Martin. He's not mucking around again. They want to make a statement here, the Hornets, early, especially with this crowd. They've packed in. I haven't seen it like this in years, Gracie.
It's great to see. It just shows how big basketball is here in Horsham, and we do it. I think we do it pretty well, Fitzy. So hopefully, boys can cap it off. Knocks down the free throw.
And before we get too far into this game, Grace, we have to give a few shout-outs to our sponsors of the Horsham team, of course.
Absolutely.
ThinkWeb, our naming rights sponsor. We've got MCal Horsham on board with the Lady Hornets. We've got Samios Plumbing was our travel partner this year. And, of course, MG Field, our naming rights sponsor for our Hornets Nest. So the MG Field Nest is where it's all happening, Gracie.
Great defence there by the Hornets. Unfortunately, turnover there, which looks like the Hornets boys aren't too happy about. But, yeah, no, we wouldn't be anywhere without our sponsors, Fitzy. So, obviously, we've got some great new sponsors jump on this year, which is fantastic to see.
That's it. And like I said, particular shout out to our Samios Plumbing joining as our travel partner, which has been great to get back out on the road again. And there's a turnover, bad turnover in the backcourt there, Cody Bryan, but he gets
right
it back
on there
again.
by Max with a little tip. But yeah, it's those silly sort of turnovers that cost us the last time we played Fitzy. Just got to take care of the basketball.
That's right. Take care of the rock. Shout out to Barry McTaggart. He get fired up there. Give me the rock. Look after the rock. That's what it's all about. But yeah, a couple of turnovers there in a row for the Hornets, and look out for the two Bryan boys to get running on the break, and they get started. They're hard to stop.
Double screen here at the top. Maxi fights well under it.
That's a long 2-point off the mark, and Hornets recover the ball. And it's been a bit of a season-long argument, Gracie. Max Bryan versus Cody Bryan, and we may get to see who takes the chocolates tonight in day. Probably the most important matchup we've seen them both playing together.
I will admit, the third quarter when we played Portland last time, Max Bryan, it's probably the best quarter of basketball I've seen from anyone this year. He took control, layups. He played the best defense. Plenty of steals and creating turnovers. So it's he's a very handy player. And look at that. Just the smartness of Matty Lovell, the experience.
He's been doing that for many years, and of course Matt Lovell, another one who brought up a game milestone this year. 150 games he played in round one, all the way back in round one, mind you, so he had to wait over a year and a half to notch up his 150th, but fantastic to see. Matty Lovell's still getting it done.
Playing some really good defence here, the Hornets.
Yeah, good to see.
And the bench is up and about.
Coach Bembo up and about as well, and the ref just tells the boys to calm down a little bit there. There's still plenty of time to go in this game. If I see any of those under-14s jump up and about, I'm not going to be happy at training.
There'll be plenty of suicides, no doubt.
Don't worry about that.
Mitch Martin brings it up the court here.
They will run a lot through him, and he doesn't mind shooting that deep three-pointer just off the mark that time. Portland recovers.
As Jackson Dunlop brings it up for Nathan Hardingham, who drops the three.
If you don't mind, plenty of Portland support in the crowd. Of course, their girls got up earlier against Warrnambool, and they've stuck around to watch the men trying to get that sort of double championship, Gracie, which we hope we don't see. But it was a great effort by the girls earlier. The Portland team was fantastic.
They played really well. And here's this fast break again, and Matty Lovell just finishes it off. That's what we need to do for 40 minutes of basketball. The Hornets boys.
That's it. Matty Lovell's cashed his paycheck on that little move. His whole career, which is good to see. There's Tim Wade with a head of speed.
He may have got tripped there, but
no, I think that's old age, Gracie. But maybe the benefit of the doubt. But he's come fired up, ready to play, which he has done this season. There's another 3-point shot off the mark by Portland. The shot clock ticks down, but the and one
by Toby Jennings.
A foul on Cody Bryan there. I think a couple of games this year Cody's got himself into foul trouble, so he better stay out of that early in this one. Looks like Coach Bembo's going to make a few moves as well.
Bringing in Maddie Lloyd and Sam Brewer. Bit of extra pace.
There's a bit of power, star power on that bench too, Gracie.
There's Nathan Hardingham, who's probably their key player tonight for Portland. If he gets up and about, he'll go a long way to them winning this game.
That was Mitch Martin with no call there on the drive, and
the rest are sort of letting a few go at the moment, aren't they? But as long as they do it both ways and consistent, I think everyone will be happy.
Portland looks to fight up a little bit here. There's a 3-point shot off the mark, and Mitch Martin's come down with it. Maybe got a whack on the head, but
it's Horsham ball.
Horsham maintains possession, and like I said, here's Coach Bembo making those moves.
Matty Lovell and Wadey coming off.
A little bit of age going off there, Gracie, for some speed, maybe.
Yeah,
no disrespect to Lovell.
Bit of speed. And you still keep that height with Matty Lovell.
They're going to look to play fast here for a few minutes, would be my thought.
Yep.
Great moves there by Coach Bembo.
The only thing is just the experience. So if the Portland boys do get on a bit of a run, it's Matty pops a 3, can't get that to go.
off the mark there, but you've got to shoot it when you're open. And like
David
I said,
Denbar with the rebound.
this Horsham lineup will look to run the ball at every possibility. And there's a
There we go. There's good fight on defence by the boys.
nice pass there, but that's off the foot just about. But Hornets
Hornets ball.
retain the ball. But how about this crowd, Gracie? It is literally a sellout in Horsham. We've got people coming out of everywhere.
It is. I don't think you could fit any more people in here at all.
And unfortunately, I still have to sit next to you. But otherwise, it's a great crowd. It's good atmosphere here at the Horsham Nest.
Nowhere else you'd want to be on a Saturday night.
No, sitting next to you is probably up there, I reckon. It's a
Sammy
three-point
for
shot
three
there.
with Matty get the rebound.
Got a fresh
That'll be
14.
key if they can manage some offensive rebounds while the big guys are off.
Nice
Well
pass
done there,
Matty
boys.
Finds Cody Bryan. Evens a score up there for the Hornets. And both teams have started quite well, Gracie, I would say. Full of energy,
they're
ready to go.
Getting in their sets and doing what they want to do on offense, and both playing fairly good defense. And Max Bryan, he's so good on picking the pass.
He's going all the way to
Matty
Matty
Lloyd.
The Hornets.
13-11.
Hornets bench is up and about early. Look for them to get a run on, and everyone getting excited. It's, again, a full crowd in here. Good to see.
Good double team there with Matty Lloyd. They're making a conscious effort on Hardingham to double team him when he posts up.
Another three-point shot off the mark there for Portland, and Horsham looking to run the ball. Oh, there's another
Probably not quite there, but they're trying to go fast and quick
interception there, and Portland's coming back the other way.
with Toby Jennings. Takes it up for two, can't quite get it. Goes back to Toby
Oh, there you
Jennings,
go.
can't get it again.
Little flip over the head, and there's
That'll be
a
Hornets ball.
jump ball called.
Sub for Portland, and on comes Ashley Hill, Fitzy, who did light it up in the comeback for Portland a few weeks ago, so I'm sure the boys will be wanting to keep him quiet.
Yeah, well, tell us a bit about that matchup, Gracie. The game at Portland, I wasn't here, but tell us a little bit about that matchup and how it went.
Well, the Hornets boys played probably 32 minutes of, unreal quick basketball. Unfortunately, 8 minutes, Portland played just unreal basketball, hit every shot. And that's another foul on Cody, I think.
2 fouls on Cody, and Wadey's going to grab him. But
they just they had that comeback 16 down, the Portland boys, and they just, when you ride that train, Fitzy, it just seems to keep going. And Ashley Hill was a big part of it, as well as Hardingham, and their skipper David Denbar were very, very pivotal in getting that comeback. So
very good side, and definitely very deserving grand finalists here, Portland as well. I think they ended up finishing second. They had a very big run in the sort of second half of the season, and came good towards the end.
Yep.
So, and nothing better than having the home team for the home final as well, I will admit.
Yeah.
A little bit biased, but no, it's good to have the Hornets playing here at the Hornets Nest. And there's a 3-point shot. That's gone down. 2-point shot called by
Jackson Dunlop.
It's a 2-pointer, so he's even things up here. Still 3 minutes to play.
Oh no, they did count it as a 3.
Oh, we'll check that one at quarter time, but Matty Lloyd, a tough defense under there.
Hardingham with the block.
Hardingham, he's just a
Bit
presence.
of a stare down there after the block.
Nothing wrong with a bit of that, if you ask me. Nice ball movement there, and there's Hardingham under the paint there. Knocks it down for 2.
They continue with the press, Portland, and Sammy Brewer gets through it up to Wadey with the foul.
He's hit the floor again. I think there's going to be a Tim Wade imprint on that floor by the end of the night. He's hitting the deck hard.
I think that's the second foul on Toby Jennings, so he'll take a spell.
We've got to give a little shout out too, of course, all the Hornets players on the bench over there. Gracie, we did lose Matt Brown to an ankle injury about halfway through the season, but we see Will Griffiths, Tarka Bembo, Hugh Dock, and Mitch Amos over there. Next-gen players all getting amongst it, so there's a lot of youth around our group, and it's really good to see, and especially with everyone getting behind everyone here, and it's just great for Horsham basketball.
Oh, it is. It's a good experience for these young fellas to be part of the team. Even though they're not suiting up, they're still a part of the squad, so... Wadey misses the first free throw.
But it is actually really good to see. On a very broad note, the CBL competition just going from strength to strength, and all grand finals this weekend being live streamed around the state. It's just great to see. The quality of basketball this season has been fantastic, especially given the sort of year or 2 years that we've had. It's just great to be back at it and feeling more normal again, and given this high standard of basketball, it's just awesome. There's the Hardingham again. On a mission, getting it done.
He's just using his size and, nice post moves to... Mitch almost popped for that three. He wanted it.
That's his range. And there's a nice no-look pass.
And one.
Tim Wade.
That's why you have Tim Wade on the floor.
That is all 39 years of experience coming out right there, and a beautiful move. Matty Lloyd gets to the hoop and draws the foul.
It's just that peripheral vision. He's got great court awareness. Knows where all his players are. You make a run, he'll find you.
He really does. And of course, as I said earlier, played his 200th game a couple of weeks ago, and we've got to put a banner together to get him up in the stadium. Gracie, you might be able to see on the stream Tim Pickett and Cam Bruce, of course, Hornets legends, hanging up over there.
I think he's still deciding which photo he wants.
I was just leading into that. It's either do we use a new photo or do we use one from his...
look at this.
How can we not use a current photo after that? The beautiful pass again to Matt Lloyd. Drops it in, and that's evening the scores up. Almost. I think we're going to have to use a new photo of Wadey after this performance, Gracie. And here he is again. He's hit the deck.
Oh, he's called it a block.
He's called a block. We are getting a little bit worked up here, but...
the Portland boys are calling a bit of a flop there, but...
Wadey's taken a huge charge out. I did say there'd be a Tim Wade size imprint on that court by the end of it, and it could be at that end. I'm loving the intensity so far, Gracie. It's fast paced. It's all in good fun, but both teams looking to play.
That's Wadey with two as well, so the two big men are in a bit of trouble. Looks like Hobbsy's going to come on.
Of course, newly married Jake Hobbs too, mind you, from a few weeks ago. So big
might have a
congratulations.
bit of extra spring in his step.
He may have. It looks like he's ready to go as well, and he'll add a different element to this game. And
a lucky rebound there for Portland.
Lucky rebound, and Hardingham makes it count. We did see the Portland girls go into a zone a little bit during the last game, Gracie. I wonder if the boys might do something similar again. They do play very similar games, looking to really nail their basics and rebound hard, run hard, defend hard.
Sadly, Rule can't get that to go. They're really shutting down Mitch Martin at the moment, the Portland boys. Be interesting to see if they can keep that going as Hardingham
lighting it up. The big man's fired up as well, and plenty of Portland support in the crowd as well, Gracie. It's just great to see.
It is. They're up and about.
Well, it's a little bit slow moving around. I reckon that might be fouling Mitch Martin.
It is.
Just dropped the shoulder into David DeMore, I think it was.
There was their captain. He's starting to frustrate Mitch.
As you said, you're absolutely spot on. They're really getting into the head of Mitch Martin a little bit here. I don't think he's scored just yet, has he? So far in this one?
No, I don't think he has.
So unfamiliar territory for Mitch Martin, but definitely a game plan going into this one by Portland.
It is, but I'm sure Scotty will talk to him at quarter time. He's a warrior, Mitch. He'll work his way out of it.
Just something that comes with experience as well, isn't it, Grace? When you're out of a game, you've got to find a way to get into it, and obviously Mitch is still fairly young, so something's got to add to his game in years to come.
From Dembois, and he hits the three as well. That puts him up by 10.
Portland have got the three ball going in the last couple of minutes. That's a huge shot there. Extend that lead out to 10, as you said.
Matty Lloyd making a move there. It looks like he's giving a bit of lip to Hardingham.
I love to see it. All in good spirits, of course.
Not a bad move. If Matty can talk the talk, I think Hardingham will definitely won't shy away. And here we go, the boys on the fast break now.
That's what they need, a couple of fast breaks.
Mitch just needs that foul. And one!
That drops in, and the boys under the basket down there love it. And that's a beautiful move by Mitch Martin. And just what we were thinking, he needs a few of those to get into this game. This one can cut the margin back down to 5 points.
Mitch knocks down the free throw.
Hopefully can stem the flow of the Portland run at the moment, Grace. Has been sensational. They've really got themselves in a good position.
They have. Yes, good double team there by the boys. Oh, just bad turnovers, unfortunately. Hurt the Hornets a little bit in this first quarter.
Done that a couple of times already in this quarter, and that's an interesting adjustment on the shot. And end of the quarter there. On the buzzer, the adjusted shot doesn't fall. But what a start by Portland, Gracie. 27-22. Portland's come out looking to play, and that three ball is looking dangerous early.
They have. They've come out they know that they can't let the Hornets get out to a big lead because, if they get out, I don't think they'll let them back in. So Portland have come to play, and, the Hornets, they were a little bit sloppy, a few turnovers. Cost us in that first quarter, but, when you think of it, Mitch Martin scored, I think, 3 points, and, we're down by 5. So the other boys have stood up, which is great to see. That we don't just rely on one player, but very evenly poised match here at the moment.
It is so far, and I almost feel like the Hornets haven't really settled into their game style just yet. But if you're Coach Bembo over there at the quarter-time break, what are you telling the boys? Get out there, start running, just do those things that they do so well and play the game on their terms a little bit?
Yeah, I think a couple of the times they've tried to get on the fast break, they've turned it over. So, when they get into their plays, they're getting, opportunities, obviously with Wadey on the floor, finding the cutters, and, he's found Matty Lovell once or twice. They found Matty Lloyd as well. So I think if you can't get that quick fast break, I think you just settle down, get into your sets, and try and make the most of it. So,
especially with those experienced heads on the floor, really, you've got to take advantage of that. If we're not getting that fast break, settle it down and find a good shot because there's plenty out there.
Yeah, and keep double teaming Hardingham when he gets in under the ring because he's when he's one-on-one, he's very hard to stop. So, be interesting to see if he gets much rest during this game. Hardingham, he's a very, very key player for them.
He's looked good
Speaking of, he's actually on the bench now. So
there you go.
This could be a time for the Hornets to, take advantage of a bit of a smaller lineup for Portland.
That's right. And one thing I have sort of noted about the Portland side is they are very young. Quite like the Horsham team, other than a couple of the experienced boys, but they are quite a young side. The oldest one here I've got is 23 years old, so very young team. And again, that can be, I suppose, a positive and a negative in a sense, can't it, with the older heads on the floor?
I think they're very well coached. Rebels, as we've seen this year, he coaches them very well, and I think he's a good coach for these young fellas, just like Scotty is with our boys. But he gets a bit of help with Matty Lovell and Wadey. Even Hobbsy's now, a bit of a veteran, you'd say. So
definitely.
But no, it's.
Again, it really goes back to the standard of the CBL in a sense, doesn't it? Like, it's attracting good coaches and good talent, and it's definitely a pathway for younger athletes.
Sammy with the steal.
Speaking of which, there's Sam Brewer, and can Cody get to it? Oh, he's just bounced it off the player, but he was out of court. But again, another one of those fast break opportunities gone to waste.
They just got to settle down. That's probably 3 or 4 now that could have prevented them from getting a basket. So.
Step back shot there, that's off the mark. An offensive rebound.
As
Toby Jennings. No, like I said before, it's good to see all the Portland fans in the house. We had quite a few of them travel down, and so far
Mitch with an unlikely turnover there. Unlike Mitch turnover, you would say. Well done, good defence by Matty Lovell there. He pushed the fast break here now. Out to Wadey for
much
2.
Better possession there, and don't stand in front of Tim Wade, I'll tell you what.
No.
Going to come off
unless you're going to plant your feet and take the charge.
Another one
Cody cleaning up the boards there. That's what we want. Oh, great pass there. Into Tim Wade from Sammy Brewer. Cuts the lead back to 3, Fitzy. Hornets have come out this second quarter nice and quick.
Hornets are looking to cut into that, and definitely looking a bit more settled in this quarter.
They are. They're just relying on what they do best. It's great defence. That'll be Horsham ball.
A couple of good possessions there back-to-back for the Hornets.
Yep. As Matty Lloyd comes in, Mitchell come off. Scotty will talk to his captain and try and settle him down maybe a little bit and get his head in the game. As Cody brings it up the ball.
He's really the man you want to go to that next level when you can.
Absolutely.
Oh, Tim White, that's a nice little move there.
Oh, great
Matty
to Matty Lovell.
Cuts the lead back to 1. Beautiful move there. The back door was open.
Oh.
Little hand in there, and it's called a foul.
Sam Brewer, the foul there. Allowing too many easy offensive boards here at the moment, the boys.
Second chance points are going to kill the Hornets if they allow that to happen. There's Matt Loveland,
great move in the post there by Matty.
All day, all
Once
day.
he gets basket side, he's very, very hard to stop. He may not be as quick as he used to be, Fitzy, but he's got the smarts, that's for sure.
Don't tell him that, Gracie. There's a three-point shot wide open and another offensive rebound for Portland and an easy basket.
As Toby Jennings puts that one in. Yeah, that's about 3 or 4 now they've allowed to come directly for second chance points.
Maybe a foul on there. And
yeah, that's on 40. That'll be his third foul. And he's just been given a warning, I think.
Toby Jennings, and he's played a good game as well. That is his third foul. So Rebels going to make a move.
Yeah, you have to get him off. You can't let him get his fourth this early in the game.
Hornets are going to set up a play here. Get an open shot in the corner.
Oh, well read by Toby Oakley, that was.
Another corner throw. They love that corner of the court there. And
Hardingham fights for the offensive board. And again, second chance points are hurting the Hornets.
Hardingham's really leading the way out there. He's playing his heart out. Portland have got themselves a 5-point lead with 6 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And that's another... Oh. Portland boys would have been very nervous if they thought that was a foul. That would have been number 4 on Toby.
Just got him out of the game in time. And I guess it's a bit like the women's team earlier, Gracie. Portland looks like they've come ready to play. They've got the game plan worked out. Of course, we've discussed taking Mitch Martin out was probably a big emphasis for them.
Matty gets that's an unsportsmanlike
foul.
That will be 2 shots on the ball. Probably not one you really wanted to do, but...
They're right onto those ones, though, these days. The foul on the fast break. So get the shots and get the ball back for the Hornets. Maybe a chance here to sort of stem the flow again and get some momentum up, but this is the first.
Can't make either free throw. You got to move on though, Fitzy, with those. You can't let a miss a couple of free throws get in your head.
Well, you did say it earlier in the women's grand final that free throws are going to win and lose you a game. So
yep.
There's Matt Loveland in the paint again and tight.
And he gets it to drop. Matty Lovell
falls in.
He just knows which part of the ring to hit, doesn't he, old Matty?
Has a knack for it.
Good coverage there by the Hornets. There's nice back cut with the screen, and they covered it very well. Oh, and they're out here.
Nice hands
very
in there.
Good defense by David Dembar. He's had some very crucial defensive plays. There'll be a timeout, Portland, as Max Bryan was about to check back in.
That's right, and I think definitely a settler here for Coach Bembo for the Hornets, Gracie. But let's talk about the Portland boys at the moment. They've had that lead drop just a fraction, still up by 3 points. But what's Rebel telling them right now with 5 minutes 30 on the clock?
Yeah, I think they're sort of the Hornets boys are picking the pressure up on defense, so they have turned it over a couple of times, which they won't want to happen too much more often. So he'll be just saying, settle down, get into your plays and your sets, and keep playing good defense. But it's I think both teams are trying to break away, but we haven't really seen it. I mean, Portland did get out to 10 points, but the Hornets quickly erased that. So very interesting remaining 5 minutes of this half.
Definitely. It's going to be an interesting end to this half, but hopefully the Hornets boys can peg that lead back. But yeah, Portland's played some good basketball, cleaning up their offensive board out at halftime, I would say.
Yep. Max Bryan checked in for Tim Wade, who's gone to the locker room. Hopefully that's just a toilet break.
It might be. We're only human, of course, Gracie, so yeah, every chance.
And they're running red here, Fitzy, I can tell you that, because I taught my boys this play.
Trying to get the shot in the corner. Oh, they're going the other way?
No, they're going the other way. Into the post.
You know, Matty Lovell wants that shot. There he is.
Can't quite get it to fall, unfortunately. Max does well to fight under the screen there.
Still an open shot there, and that time the baseline rebounded the ball for the Hornets.
I will admit, Toby Oakley has had a couple of air balls.
Nice work there, getting past that full cop.
Well done, Matty Lloyd.
Matty Lloyd flips one in.
Matty with another steal.
Corner three opens up for Cody Bryan.
And knocks it down. And the Hornets have the lead.
Just what they needed right there.
Some great defence by the boys here, and that will be a foul on Max Bryan, unfortunately.
So the Hornets peg back and get into the lead just as Mitch Martin checks into the game. And could be some Mitch Martin time here, Gracie. Bit of showtime.
4.5 minutes. He's had a good few minutes off, so Matty put in a good stint there.
Chat a bit of strategy with Coach Bembo and get back into that game.
Toby Oakley comes off for Ashley Hill.
Oh, the foot.
Good reactions there by Sammy, because that was going to be an open layup for Jack Walsh.
They might run that play again.
Trying to get in the post. He got a bit of a mismatch with Matty Lloyd on Hardingham there. Can't get it to fall. That'll be a Hornets ball. They're really making the other Portland players score. They're completely removing Hardingham out of the offense here at the moment.
They've definitely spoken about that during this quarter, I reckon, taking him out of the game. Here we go.
Mitch.
This is where he wants his shot.
Oh, can't get it to go.
Very uncharacteristically, Gracie. He usually knock those down.
That'll be another foul on Max Bryan. That will be his third foul, so Coach Bembo may want to get him out of the game.
He's definitely not looking in the direction of the bench, is he?
I think he can count on Maxie not giving away another cheap one. Touchwood. Hardingham gets the lucky bounce there and holds onto the ball. It's interesting, they're doing the press, Fitzy, but it's not a hard press there. And letting the Hornets, as Cody pops another three.
Just off the mark there, yeah. I think it's probably more of a Villanova style where you're just trying to waste a few 6 or 8 seconds off the shot clock and let them rush through their offense when they get down the other end. But it's a very common tactic.
Drops the 2.
Especially that 24-second shot clock being sort of your 6th defender.
Yeah.
Just trying to waste a bit of time while the team brings up the court. Sembreau's got the ball on the string there, and 5 seconds on the shot clock. Matty Lloyd gets to the hoop and doesn't draw the foul.
That is a foul.
That's a late
on
call.
Hardingham.
Not the greatest look, but that'll put Matty Lloyd on the line for 2. Looking at Harley Pope's going to check into the game here, Gracie. Add a bit more speed off the bench.
Yeah, I think he might come in for Maxie just so he doesn't get that 4th foul. Matty knocks down the first one.
Going to go into this halftime break fairly even, I think, on the scoreboard.
Knocks down 2 from 2. Ashley Hill brings it up the court. They're going for that real high screen. Oh, and he's nearly turned that over. That would have been a disaster for Portland.
They're looking to set up that drag screen action.
They're doing a lot of cutting at the top of the key, aren't they? As Sam Peters pops a three and
the mark there, and chance for the Hornets to take the lead for the first time in a little while, and Tim Wade's going to check in. Bit of a spark off the bench, Tim Wade, Gracie.
I think that's just to keep Cody, not let him get another foul before half time, possibly, and give him a rest. He put in a good stint there. Yeah, it's interesting. They're just letting them come up the court, and then the Hornets can open it up a little bit here. Sammy Brewer, what a move.
He's good at getting in the paint there. He's just got to put the ball up, and he's got a beautiful finisher.
Yeah, he's got a good Euro step, doesn't he, Sammy? Harley Pope made Jack Walsh earn that one, that's for sure.
Professional foul there, Gracie.
Yeah, I've done plenty of those in my career.
I think you've only done those in your career.
No. We won't go there. I've had to turn into an offensive juggernaut since you've been gone.
Define juggernaut.
Putting up a lot of bricks. As Jack Walsh misses the first free throw. And the second. Good rebound there by Mitch.
Oh, Wadey keeps alive.
Sammy for three. Oh, it's in and out.
Rims out. That would have
brought the house down.
That would have brought the house down, that one, but off the mark, unfortunately.
Hornets just can play good 2 minutes of defence here. That's a tough shot. And almost dropped it, but Matty Lloyd with the defensive board. And here's Sammy. Easy two.
Knocks it down, and let's go. He's fired up with a minute 40 to go in the second quarter, and it's got the home crowd fired up and the boys on the court as well.
Definitely playing their Hornets defence at the moment. It's great to see. As Dembois gets the offensive board and doesn't get it to fall. And the Wadey's out on the break here to Mitch.
Oh, and Sam got in his way.
That was his own player. It will be called on number 30 though.
It was almost a foul.
Jackson Dunlop.
Interesting call there. I think there was a bit of contact, but nice little feed there by Tim Wade.
You're not going to change the umpire's mind once he's made the call.
Nope.
I think we all know that. Mitchie knocks it down.
Crowd favourite, Mitch Martin too, Gracie. If he gets fired up, listen for that crowd to get just as excited.
Yeah. I think all the kids have a Mitch Martin poster on their wall. I wouldn't be surprised.
Next to the poster of you.
Yeah, yeah. Mine are signed though, so they're worth a bit more.
Oh, of course they are, on eBay.
Well, Ash Wilson looked like he wanted to pop the three.
That's a nice feed too.
It's a great move. Smart basketball there by the Coasters. And here we go, the fast break with Mitch Martin going all the way.
Oh, no foul there, but Hornets will retain the ball.
Some lively spectators over in that corner that calling for the foul.
Mates of Mitch, perhaps.
Yes. Oh, and Harley's been left wide open for the two. That is great movement in the key by the boys. Hornets up by 6. He's got to keep playing this tight D. Hardingham, he won't miss that, I don't think. Oh,
open three.
I've jinxed him.
Off the mark, yes. Commentators curse Gracie.
Wadey slow. This is the smart thing with when you got Tim on the floor. He just slows it down, get into their set.
No need to rush a shot here.
Try and get a good shot. You want a good last shot here. Oh.
Mitch wants it. This will get the crowd up and about.
Oh, it's in and out.
Off the mark.
You got to get a stop here, the boys. 47-41. Portland will be looking for that three.
Oh, Wadey, I reckon
that was a flop.
That was probably a flop there, and off the mark. Oh, it's all happening here. And
As the Hornets, I reckon there was a 20 to 14, no, 30 to 14 run.
That's right.
To finish the half there by the boys.
Go into the half, 6 points up. Tim Wade finishes with a flop warning, as you do, Gracie, but we'll be back for the second half shortly. So a couple of minor glitches there, Gracie, but we should be back online.
We're back underway.
For the time being, but yeah, apologies there. But Hornets have got a few quick baskets to start this third quarter, and
great defense by Matty Lovell there. Wadey comes out on the fast break to Matty Lovell, finishes it with the fast break too.
Very happy with that one.
Hornets ball, great defense.
Tell you what, a good chance for them to build some momentum and a nice lead here, Gracie, especially with the home crowd up and about.
Yeah, they're all up and about. We had some good tunes playing during the halftime break, Fitzy, and got everyone excited. And bad pass there by Cody.
Oh, tip though, half court.
Maxi's 1 against 4. They're paying some very extra attention to Mitch at the moment. Maxi can't quite finish there. Boys just need to calm down a little bit here. Hardingham gets the 2. Mitch Martin brings it up the court. Mitch for 3. Oh! That'll get the crowd going. Everyone loves the Mitch Martin 3. Toby Jennings pops for 3. Maxi with the rebound with some help from Matty Lovell. So Matty Lloyd looks like he's going to check back in. Wadey with the screen. It's a great pick and roll there by the boys.
Oh, and he's got it to
Wadey
drop.
knocks it down.
Pass back the other way though by Portland. Cody Bryan cleans the boards up.
Mitch, oh, he sold some
Shake and
candy.
bake. Oh,
As Cody gets the offensive board.
The crowd was up already.
Matty Lovell can't quite get that one to drop after
A few easy shots go begging there.
They do. Boys just need to keep on defense here. Nice move there by Jackson Dunlop for 2. Cody brings it up the court.
Nice pass. Oh,
Matty.
Matt Bluffel misses that one.
I don't think you could miss an easier layup, could you?
Oh boy. This is going to hurt if that goes in.
Cody gets the boards. Close to a foul there.
Man, that would have hurt that one winning.
Very much so. Big 5-point swing that would have been.
Some easy misses here by the Hornets. Cody Bryan goes all the way.
Can't get it to fall.
Doesn't draw a foul
a
either.
lot of contact there. Wadey's playing some good D.
That's got a head of steam up.
Maxi pushes out for the 3.
Oh.
And that will be a Portland ball. No, it's Horsham ball, sorry. Matty Lloyd checks in for Matty Lovell. Just a bit more pace coming in. Crucial 4.5 minutes here. Oh, almost.
Oh, they're diving on the loose ball.
That will be a Portland ball.
Bit of American football style there, Gracie. Diving on that loose one and Portland ball.
Court sweepers are a bit asleep over there. Rory Cameron and Archie Ellis.
Not paying any attention whatsoever.
You don't expect too much more from those boys, do you?
No, not really, to be fair. They are playing in the tournament this weekend, so cut them some slack.
Yeah, they're doing a wonderful job. Hardingham can't get that one to go. Mitch Martin with the defensive board. Just need to get into their sets here, the Hornets. Wadey's got a good mismatch here. Oh, we can't get that one to drop.
Unfortunately,
He's had some all right looks, Wadey. Just can't get a few to drop.
Oh, that's a interesting foul there by Tim Wade, giving away a couple of shots at the foul line.
I think that might have been on Max Bryan. That was on Max Bryan. That's his fourth. As Hobbsy and Brewer check in for Wadey and Cody. As Jackson Dunlop can't hit the free throw. Makes the second. They've beaten that press nice and easy here.
Oh, standing in the way.
Sammy for three. Knocks it down.
Big time three-pointer, Sam Brewer.
Hardingham going to work in the post. That's a travel just about.
He's done that all night, hasn't he? He's been working hard under there, keeping the Portland boys in this one. Oh, there's a foul. Max Bryan, unfortunately. That's number 5 for him.
And he's out.
I think they get 6. Is it 5?
I think he might have thought one might have been accidentally called against him, I think, on that one.
Unfortunate that one for Max Bryan. Out of the game very early. Plenty of firepower to come off the bench though, Gracie, which does help. And
that's right. Can't afford any more fouls here though. They're in the bonus now. 3 minutes to go. They've really closed out these shooters well, the Hornets boys.
That's right.
A bit unfortunate to be called a block there.
Oh.
Good fight there by Hobbsy.
Hobbsy gets in on the action and
prevents the easy fast break score. By Sammy Brewer. Tell you what, Fitzy, if I don't think you could fit any more in the grandstand, but that Hornets bench and your coach's corporate box.
There's a few people over there, isn't there?
Yeah.
It's good to see.
I think the OH&S has been broken in a few areas of this stadium, but that's okay.
We'll deal with that on Mondays. Portland's looking to... That's a hard foul there. I think that was on Jake Hobbs, but Portland's not giving up here, Gracie. It's only a very small margin. They're 8 points the margin.
Yeah, the Hornets boys just got to relax a little here and try and not let the Coasters back in. Dunlop misses another free throw. It's a whole different ball game, isn't it, Fitzy? Free throws in a grand final.
Yeah, you said that earlier. You've said that a few times tonight.
Makes the second.
It's that second one.
Sub on as Sam Peters comes on for Toby Oakley.
Awesome defensive play there.
It's just another bad pass there by the Hornets, though. Don't really need to be having too many of those.
Yeah, story of the night, really.
Hornets ball, no.
Ooh, yeah. Might have just come off someone under there. There was a bit of traffic under the rim.
It was.
Oh, whoa! That'll get the Portland boys up and about.
He almost travelled, but he kept his foot down. And
The old flex on Mitch Martin. He won't be happy with that. Oh, he might get it again.
And Lloydie. That's a foul. That's on 40. That is his fourth as well. He'll take a seat. Toby Jennings as Ash Hill comes back in. I'll run red here. I reckon throw Matty Lloyd 3 in the corner. Yep. And he doesn't quite hit it. Sammy, offensive board. Just got to reset here, the boys. Mitch launches a 3.
Oh, that's from the parking lot.
Sammy with the rebound. Into Hobbsy.
Tough move by Hobbs underneath the shot clock.
Oh, Jake Hobbs. Welcome to the party. He hasn't had much game time tonight, but you can always rely on Hobbsy. It's a big time move. Big basket for the Hornets. Hardingham going to work. Gets it out to Ash Wilson. Can't get that to go. Sammy with the defensive board. Just need to settle a little bit here, the boys. Get through a play or two. Get that good quality shot. They're letting the fouls go here, the umpires.
As long as they do it on both ends.
That's exactly right. And that is a turnover. Hornets ball.
Wow, big call.
Sub Wadey coming in for Cody. And the Portland bench has just received a warning. Geez, we even got people on shoulders over in the corner there, Fitzy. It's getting very
it's all
packed.
happening.
Oh, Wadey, bad pass there. Lloydie can't quite get the turnover. And they got a good advantage here, the Coasters, as they get the 2.
Oh,
Brings it back within 4.
Big turnover.
Tensing up here at the Hornets nest.
I think we might have to boot everyone off the internet, I reckon, at the end of the third quarter, Gracie. We're
Portland get
having a few little
score there.
technical problems
Back
there,
to
but
2 points. 63-61, 18 seconds left. Hornets will settle for the final shot. Hobbsy for 3.
oh, that would have brought the house down.
Sammy. Lloydie taps it in.
Go.
Big basket there, net. That gets the crowd up and about. That's a nice little momentum going into the last break here. So we've got a minute 40.
We'll be back in a few minutes.
Maddie Lovell can't quite get that one to go as we start this fourth quarter. Ashley Hill brings it up for Portland. 65-61 here. Hornets way. And somehow gets the circus shot to fall.
We seem to have lost our game feed again. I think there's just too many people here.
There is.
And try and do a few running repairs, but
Turnover there by Matty. The Portland defense is really... Boys are off. Oh, Mitch was on the fast break then. Out to Cody Bryan. Tim Wade. Oh, Mitch sells the candy. Into Cody. Can't make it. Puts it back for two. 67-65 Hornets way. 8 minutes to go. As Dunlop brings it up for Portland. To Denbois. To Hill. Back to Denbois into Hardingham. Going to work. Fade away jumper and makes it.
The Portland crowd's up and about.
67 apiece here. 7.5 minutes to go. It's Matty Lloyd.
That'll count.
Works his way to the basket. Can't make the first. Can't make the second either.
Rebounds there by Portland, looking to come the other way. Tell you what, there's a lot of points that have gone begging tonight from the Hornets. A lot of missed easy shots, free throws, some open three-pointers as well.
Into Hardingham, there'll be a foul on Matty Lloyd. His second personal.
Don't think we'll see too much foul trouble in this game. That's only the second for the Hornets, I believe.
Yep.
Portland ball on the baseline. Matty Lovell looking to check back into this game as well.
Good block by Cody as Mitch gets the rebound.
So Hornets on the break here. Sam Brewer out in the open court, looking to take on a couple, and he's
Hornets ball.
Just maintained possession, and Matty Lovell's going to check in for the Hornets.
For Wadey.
Looks like Wadey's having a spell, so we've got Matty Lovell, Matty Lloyd, Cody Bryan.
Keep that experience out there.
Sam Brewer out there, that's it.
Going to run red again. It's going to go the opposite way.
So they're going to settle it down a bit here, find a good shot. Oh, it's a dangerous pass into the paint, cut off by Portland, who are looking to run the other way. They're going to slow things down to find a good shot, but
Jackson Dunlop brings it up the court.
Still 69 apiece.
5 minutes 40 as Dunlop pops for three. Can't get that to go. Hornets will get on the
back on the
semi-break, but Matty Lloyd will slow it down here so he can run a play. Cody's got a big mismatch here on Hill.
Yeah, no, there's been a foul call.
And that'll be on Ashley Hill.
Hornets ball. Hornets baseline ball, and still 69 apiece. It's been a very tough fourth quarter here.
It has.
Coach Bembo doing a lot of pacing on the on
as
the
he always does. Between him and our CBL women's coaches, Matty Lloyd gets the lucky bounce. That's a LeBron-style bounce, that one.
I love it. Matty Lovell, he's having the game of his life. Puts the Hornets up by 2, 71-69. There's an open layup. Back the other way, Toby Jennings squares it up just as fast as the Hornets got out to a lead.
71 apiece, 5 minutes to go here at the MG Fields Stadium. Sammy goes baseline, and that'll be Portland ball.
Bad turnover, Sam Brewer bounced it off his foot. And you do touch on there, of course, MG Field. The Hornets Nest here jumping on board. We've got Think Web, our major sponsor for the men's side. Horsham Amcal are our Lady Hornet sponsor. And don't forget Samios Plumbing getting us around the state as our travel partner. Yes. It's been a great year and a lot of new sponsors as well this year, Gracie.
Yeah, it's great to see. The Hornets boys, it's sort of no maxi rotations. Maybe starting to show a little bit here, Fitzy.
Different lineup at the moment for the Hornets without Max Bryan, who has fouled out of the
defensive board there.
Max Bryan does offer a little bit of leadership with the ball on the offensive side.
Yeah.
Definitely
Good.
a defensive presence.
Very, very good defense. Cody for 3.
Cody Bryan off the mark from 3. Rebounded
Struggling to find a good shot here, the Hornets.
Just feeling a little bit rushed, the Hornets on offense almost, as Portland's
Ashley
gone.
Hill can't get it to go. Hardingham, the offensive board. He goes
gets
back
it to
up
try.
for 2.
Portland up,
Portland are up by 2.
73-71, and Sambrew was on the fast break, back the other way.
And he gets it, levels it back up. 73 apiece. That's what the
73
Hornets
all.
offer. They've just got to get some stops now, the boys.
3 minutes 50 to play in the final quarter. Scores 73 apiece. Portland bowlers
Can't get that to go. That'll be 2.
down there. Ashley Hill's going to go to the line for 2.
That's on Matty Lovell. His
So-
second personal.
Rebel's going to make a sub as well.
He's given Hardingham a rest for probably a minute.
Toby Oakley comes into the game. Another one big man off, one big man on.
Yeah, looks like Hardingham's cramping up a little bit there, which is probably not what you want for your star big man off with cramp.
Get the pickle juice in. That's what usually
That's
helps
it.
with the cramp. But
Another missed free throw, Fitzy. It's becoming an issue for both teams.
Ashley Hill off the mark for that first one. Looking to give Portland the lead here. 73 apiece still. 3 minutes 42 to play in the fourth.
Makes the second 1 point lead to Portland.
Matty Lloyd looking to go coast to coast and tries to draw a foul. Sambrew is
3.
open for 3. The crowd,
Knocks it down!
the crowd
Sammy
is
Brewer.
puts the Hornets up by 2. 76-74. 3 minutes 20 on the clock. That got the crowd up off their seats. Gracie is selling, of
Denbois
course.
nearly popped the 3. Ashley Hill's looking to go. He pops it out to Jennings, out to Denbois. Can't knock it down. Good tap out.
Back the
And
other
the
way
boys
for the
are
Hornets. Cody Bryan in the open layup.
Oh, another missed layup.
Another missed layup for the Hornets. Portland's recovered though. They'll go back the other way.
Wow. But you got to move on from those fits, as we said earlier, with Matty Lloyd with a couple of missed free throws. You got to just move on.
That's a tough move. Toby Jennings has played a heck of a game as well.
He has.
Looks like Scott Bembo's going
Bembo's
to
called a timeout. Not a
talk
bad
things
time to
over.
call a timeout.
The crowd for both teams is up and about here, and again we are having a few camera problems, but we're going to call the play-by-play as we go through this one.
Yeah.
2 minutes 38 to go. Scores are tied 76 all. It seems as though everyone's up and about, Gracie, including our camera.
Yes.
These things do tend to happen
That's it.
sometimes. But you've got the best voices in Western Victoria here to take you through the last 2 minutes 30. This is going to be a cracker. Gracie, I wouldn't want to be coaching in this situation. What are you saying, either team? What's Portland saying? What's Scotty Bembo saying right now?
Portland is saying just get into our half-court offense and not rush it, whereas the Hornets will be wanting to get on the fast break, as we've seen multiple times. Once we get a 2-on-1 or 3-on-2, we tend to finish well, but we get stuck in that half-court offense, which is a bit slower. We're sort of struggling a bit in this last quarter. So, but I think the boys just got to be calm and work together, and they'll get the job done. But it's very tense final 2.5 minutes here.
That's it. It's going to go down to the wire, this one, you just feel. And the Hornets have come out. Mitch Martin, Sam Brewer, Matty Lloyd, Matty Lovell, Cody Bryan. Looks like Portland's going to run not a full court press, but they're going full court man on man. Looking to put some pressure on.
Very game with Hardingham cramped up on Cody Bryan, who can definitely run the floor.
Hardingham is back on the court, and you feel like he's a key man to try and get this one done for Portland.
He is.
Mitch Martin looking to put the move on. He's getting to the basket.
That is
Draws
a foul.
a foul.
And that, almost 2 shots. They're in the bonus after that one.
So Mitch Martin drawing the foul under the rim. Hornets are going to have a baseline ball here. Again, 76 all, 2 minutes 26 to play in the final quarter. Packed out crowd at the MG Hornets Nest. It's fantastic to see basketball back again. Living up to expectations here, Gracie.
It is. In the Matty Lovell, we'll get his mid-range shot.
There it is.
And drops it in.
Matty
Lovell puts the Hornets up by 2 minutes 15 to go.
Turnaround jump shot puts the Hornets up by 2. Matty Lovell's bread and butter. It's like Portland's calling a sub out here, but they're trying to work that ball around. Hornets up by 2. 78-76.
Steal.
Forced to steal. Hornets going back the other way. Mitch Martin on the fast break. Feeds to Cody
for 2.
2 points.
And Rebel has called a timeout.
Hornets up 80-76. A minute 50 to play. This one's going down the wire.
Into Hardingham.
Hardingham in the
They've
post.
triple teamed him. Almost a steal.
Looks like we're going to have a sub for Portland. That's the difference. The Hornets up 80-76. Nothing to worry about with the fouls just at this point, but 1 minute 45 on the clock, and it's a very tense Hornets nest, Gracie.
It is. Hornets up by 4.
Just get a bit of sugar in there with the Coca-Cola.
Yeah, we might need it this last minute 45.
And again, yeah, a few camera troubles here apparently with the Mevo setup over there. But again, we're giving you the play-by-play radio-style coverage. You know, like listening to Jonathan Agnew and the guys on ABC with the cricket. I love it.
That's it. We might not have any Kerry O'Keefe jokes or his laugh, but we're here to entertain and provide you the remaining moments of this, what's been a cracking game. Fitzy, it's Portland got up early, the Hornets fought back. Hornets got out to a 8 to 10 point lead, and they've pegged it back, Portland, but you know, does home ground advantage could hopefully get them over the line here, Fitzy.
That's it. I mean,
although Portland have got their own home crowd here, that's for sure.
Yeah, full credit to the Portland guys have brought everyone down the highway to support their boys, and of course their women's team who won the game earlier on. We've got a Portland ball on the baseline. They're setting up a play. Horsham Hornets up 80-76. And whilst we don't have Kerry O'Keefe, Gracie, we do have your soothing voice, which is almost as good. Portland gets the ball in.
Demby to Hardingham, to Jennings. Dunlop, sorry.
Here's Jennings here now. The ball, he's making a move on Mitch Martin. Step back two.
Can't get it to go. The boys get the rebound.
Hornets rebound. Hornets coming back the other way. Matty Lloyd looking to go coast to coast. Ball
just need to settle down. Use the shot clock.
Waste some time off the clock. Back to Sam Brewer at half court. Working around to Cody Bryan. Bit of jungle ball out there, Gracie. There's nothing called. We're just going to use that shot clock. It was just dead.
That is a foul. That will be 2 shots.
The shot clock ticked down to 3 seconds there and a foul.
That will be drawn. 2 shots to Mitch Martin.
Mitch Martin's going to the line for 2 and can possibly put Portland away if he hits these 2.
Very important free throws here for Mitch. Knocks down the first. 5-point lead.
Puts
to the Hornets.
81-76. 1 more to go. Mitch Martin on the line here. Very tense game.
Takes a second. Up by 6, Fitzy. We know though. There's a timeout, Portland. We know a minute 12, Fitzy, is a long time in basketball.
1 minute 12, 6 points the difference. The Hornets up 82-76. It's going to be a tough last minute and 12 seconds, Gracie. I think the Hornets need, the Portland boys need something here. They need to come out and maybe a big 3-pointer, something to get their crowd up and about to try and finish this off, because the Hornets boys are starting to look a little bit comfortable over there, maybe a bit too comfortable.
They are. But the Hornets boys, the key is defend well, crash the boards, and just use the shot clock. Use the 24 seconds.
That's right.
Time's in the Hornets' favour here.
The problem is they have turned the ball over easily a few times here, found some silly shots, but they've managed to get themselves up when it counts.
Your boys over there behaved themselves fairly well tonight, Fitzy. We'll give them maybe an A to A minus maybe.
Those following along have probably noticed the under 14 squad.
And we've got the chant going here. This is what Horsham basketball is all about, Fitzy.
It's going to be a 10-10, 1 minute 12 on the clock. Hornets up 82-76.
14-second shot clock for Portland. as
Portland score there. Jackson Dunlop hits the 2, cuts the lead back to 4. 1 minute on the clock. Hornets up by 4. There's a steal. Portland's going back the other way.
The Hornets boys just need to settle down here. It's not a bad foul to give. Not a bad foul to give. And Tim Wade's coming straight back in, which is a smart move.
Tim Wade's going to check back into the game. Try and calm the Hornets down a little bit. 82-78, Hornets way. 4 points the difference.
Matty Lovell comes out. Very smart move to get Wade in, use that body. 54 seconds, Hornets up by 4. Dunlop has the ball. Stripped. And the Hornets ball.
Hornets recovered.
Cody's out. Oh, Hardingham with the steal. That's a bad turnover by the Hornets.
There's 2 points there. 80 to 82.
That is a foul. That'll be 2 shots.
Cody Bryant's going to go to the line.
And that is number 30 fouled out, I think, yes. That's a big out for the Portland guys. He was playing quite well.
Cody Bryant on the line here for 2. Hornets up 82 to 80.
Just needs to take his time.
Free throw shooting's been a little off tonight for the Hornets, you could say. Crunch time right here. Hits the first one.
3-point ball game. 33.9 seconds on the clock. Cody, can he make this a 2-possession game? He can. 4-point lead to the Hornets. They're full court pressing the Hornets.
30 seconds on the clock. Hornets up by 4. 84
Just got to get a stop here. No fouls.
A 3-point shot by Portland's off the mark. Fighting for the rebound, both teams. And
the boys have got it. Mitch is out. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. Hold the ball. And that'll be 2 shots.
2 shots to Sam Brewer. 13 seconds on the clock. Hornets going to look to hang on to this one. Sam Brewer's going to go to the line for 2.
Sammy Brewer knocks it down.
All about putting the game away, I think, Gracie.
And he knocks it down. 6 points. Hornets lead. 13 seconds. No fouls.
Oh, there's a foul.
Sammy will go to the line, but I think that does it, Fitzy. Hometown Horsham Hornets will be the 2021-22 CBL champions.
You know what, if I was Coach Bemba, I'd be calling a timeout.
Yeah.
Just to absorb it a little bit. The hometown crowd's going to enjoy this one, Gracie. 7 seconds on the clock. Sam Brewer's on the line for 2.
Knocks it down. Puts it out to 7. And 8.
8 points the difference. Hornets are going to go away with this one again. 2021-22 CBL champions at the Nest.
No fouls.
Court.
Turnover. As Mitch will hold on to it.
To finish it off. And that's it. The Hornets have won.
The boys go wild.
The boys do go wild.
All the kids are on the floor.
What a game that was, and what a season it's been. Again, one season off for the Horsham Hornets back.
Amazing effort by the boys. Didn't beat Portland all year, Fitzy. Portland, showed them up on the home court here a few weeks ago, coming 16 down from 16 back, and Hornets tonight hung in and just played as a team and got the job done.
All sorts of emotion out there, of course, Coach Bembo. His first season in the job. And what a way to finish it off, Gracie. But thank you for joining us. It's been an unreal night. And like we said, a few glitches with the camera there, but otherwise, what an awesome win by the Hornets. 88 to 80 against Portland.